Hi everyone, it's Pat here from Pat Scrivener Art and Design, and today I am going to share with you a small cold wax and oil painting that I did almost from beginning to end. It had a background started on it, and then I proceeded from there. So it was one from my 100-day challenge that I had video recorded and totally forgot about putting it up on YouTube. So today's the day. I'm going to share that with you, and I hope it gives you some inspiration. I'll see you on the other side. Now I've cleaned off my brayer and excess paint the other day onto this paper, and it's quite gray, but I'm going to start by making some marks on it if I can, if it's dry enough. So I just have here a Lyra graphite stick, and basically it's not leaving too much in the way of marks. I guess it's still a bit too wet. So I'm going to try the Woody. So this is the Woody Stabilo. Again, I'm not having much luck with that either. My paint is just a little too wet, it seems. So I'm going to try a Marabou crayon, and so it's a lot softer, so it definitely works better. And let's see, I'll try a little bit of just the Cray Paw, the inexpensive pastels, and that works good too. So if the background was a little bit drier, then those other mediums would have worked, but in this case the Marabou and the Cray Paw did fine. My cold wax and oil mixed up here, and I have some let's see, black burnt sienna, no, sorry, that is burnt umber, phthalo turquoise, phthalo blue, cad yellow, cad red, white, and then this is just some leftovers that I had mixed up from the other day. So I'm going to start this painting, I think, with this color. It seems to be where I want to go. And I'm using this Catalyst blade wedge, and I'm just going to start scraping some of this on. And see where it takes me. So I'm feeling like some yellow. So my blue and yellow is going to mix here because it's wet. I'm getting a green tone in places. I'm going to try this color shaper brush, and I think I'll add a little bit of red in places. So I'm just making marks and shapes and responding to them, and just trying to come up with a pleasing abstract composition as I make this. So I think a little bit of color over here, maybe in this area. I'm going to bring in some white. That's almost too white there. It's too high of contrast. So let me see if I can mix some blue into it. Yeah, so white is great, but on straight out of the bottle it can be pretty strong. Okay, so now I'm looking at this and I am going, these two shapes are the same size and I don't like that. So I'm going to try and obliterate this. In doing so, I'm going to get another color in there. And that's what makes this so fun and interesting, is that we can mix as we go and get some different things happening. Okay, so I'm feeling like I want to make some marks in this, and that would lift back to the gray. So this is again a color shaper, and it just has this nice little wedge end, and it's great for lifting paint off. So I really like that. So lately I have been into this reductive idea. I've been into doing stripes. So that doesn't show up so much because of the contrast, and you can see the blue paint actually stained into the gray underneath it quite a bit. So I'm going to try this color shaper just with a pointed tip on it, and make some marks with that. So just a little bit of a semic writing to loosen it up again. And I am watching my corners, so this doesn't have much paint on it yet. Maybe I'll take the yellow right over there. Okay, I'm going to try and run the red into this corner and see how that looks. So this is on a piece of what's called canva paper. So it's kind of got a canvas texture. And it just comes in a pad, and I kind of like working on it with the cold wax and oil. And the tape comes off really nice. So, okay, I'm thinking we need a bit more blue somewhere. Just always can check it. This isn't quite the right size, but it's going to give me an idea. Yeah, so I think I want something a little lighter up in there. So I'm going to mix some of my white with some yellow. And just bring in a little bit more light area. So I'm being mindful of value as I do this. So I felt like it needed a little bit of lighter value. And I am getting some mixing right on here. So I've got some red that has grabbed into that and is causing a bit of pink. And I'm thinking I'm going to just keep going here over to the corner. So this is wet and wet, so I am bringing up some of the yellow from underneath, but it's still got that glow. So one thing about the cold wax and oil, you can really keep working with it and mixing it and scratching back into it and making lines and stuff, which is very cool. Let's take another look at that. Okay, so maybe some lines would be good. To have a bamboo skewer here. So that's bringing the gray up from underneath. That's kind of nice. Repeat that there. try and go back into this. Okay, not sure I actually like those over there. So, easy enough to erase. Okay, I think I'm going to try connecting these two pathways. Let's take a look. Yeah, I like that direction better. So I only have this particular blue in one place, and this doesn't feel too finished. So I'm going to bring some more blue into this lower quadrant. I'm going to throw a little of this teal in too. I kind of like those two colors playing off each other, the phthalo blue and the turquoise. Gives it a bit of a richness. Okay, I'm going to soften this line down a bit. Find it a bit too distracting. And I think I want to add a bit more of this blue someplace. It feels just a little bit maybe isolated. Yeah, so just somewhere up over here. I'm going to put some texture in just using this deli tray. Okay, well, I didn't expect that, but that's what I got. So it lifted right back to the underside. Add a little bit of pattern back. So I'm actually going to take that down because it's a high contrast and that's where your eye is going to go. So I'm just going to calm that down a bit. So bring a little bit stronger color back into this area here, a little bit more attention. And let's see. So I'm feeling like it needs a bit of red over here. Just connect that a little bit. Draw your eye across. That seems better. All right, so I think I'm going to take the tape off so we can get a good look at this and see how it goes. I'm not sure that I'm in love with this little pink stripe, but anyway, let's take a look. So I've used the artist white tape on this. And as you can see, I've taken my gloves off in hopes of not getting any marks on the edge. So I do try and let this tape dry and use it again. It's still plenty sticky. Okay, so there we have the finished painting. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you found that enjoyable and that it gave you some ideas for your own work. If you have any questions about anything in the video or on cold wax and oil, I would be happy to answer for you. Just leave a comment below. If you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe to my channel so you get notifications by hitting that little bell, and I'll see you next time. And thanks again so much for watching and following my journey, and bye for now.